If we look at one of our pages, we'll open up the index page here. I just want to show you a few things. So I'm going to write the word heading 1 here. I'm going to write the word heading 2, and I'm going to write the word paragraph. Now you'll see that as they've gone in, they look slightly different to each other in terms of the size and things. I want you to look down the bottom here, and where we've got this thing that says format. If I click on the word heading 1, and instead of having heading 1, I click on heading 2, you'll see it changes the size of it. If I come to heading 2 and turn that into a heading 2, turn heading 1 back into a heading 1, you can see that they look different. And if I come to the paragraph 1, turn it to a heading 3, it looks different again, or I turn it back into a heading, back into paragraph. That's what it looks like. Now, one of the things that you can do with CSS, with cascading style sheets, is to set up your heading 1, your heading 2, your paragraph, things like that, so that they use the font and the color and those sorts of things that you want them to. And every time you create a new page, instead of having to go through the whole process of selecting words and changing their formats and things, you can literally click on the word you want and then choose the particular type of heading or style that you want to put on it. So we're going to do that in a moment. The other thing that we notice here is that the moment the page background is just white. Now if we want to have some control over what our pages look like, we can change the CSS colors as well. And the perfect thing about using Dreamweaver is all we have to do is change it once and it changes it in all our pages. So at the moment, although we've got our home page and we've got 4 other pages, if we change our information just in the template, it'll change it throughout our whole website, which is excellent. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm just going to save the index page and close it. Save my changes to CSS, yeah, and what I'm going to do now, you'll see in the CSS panel over here, if I open back up the Morgan styles that I created earlier, what I can do is I can add my own styles into there. So I'm going to do that for the text, but before I do that I'm going to change my page color. So if I go into my main content area, which is the area that I set myself, and click on the background, you'll see at the moment the background color is white. If I click on that white background, I can pretty much pick any color I choose. If I apply that color then, say OK, you see it puts that color into the main content area of my template. Not only will it have put it into there, but when I save this, it will have put it into every other page that's been created from that template. Now you'll notice that I've got a bit of white here where it's not changed. That's because the container also needs to have that same color. So I go into my container style, click on the color. I don't even have to remember it. I can just come over here now, click and choose the same color, say apply and OK, and there we go. I've got my content area and my container area set with the background color that I'm interested in. Perhaps my footer area, I don't want it to look like this. In fact, I can change whatever my footer says. So perhaps I want to write in here Mr. Morgan's website or something, so that comes out in it. Okay, so if I want to change the say perhaps the footer color, maybe I want to take one of the colors out of my header banner and use that or something. All I need to do is to open up my footer CSS. Again, choose the background, click on the color and then choose a color. So anywhere my color picker goes, I can get the color. So maybe over here, one of these mauve colors, I'll choose that and apply it. And you can see that's put that color now into my footer. Now in a minute I'll show this in all the other pages so you can see how they work. But that's something easy we can do. Next we're going to do the create some rules for our text. So I said we could use heading 1, heading 2 and so on, but they're not up here to change. So we're going to add them in. So I'm going to go over here, click on the new CSS rule. I'm going to choose from here a tag. That tag at the moment is set to paragraph. I'm going to find my heading 1. So it's alphabetical. I can either start typing it in or I can scroll down. There's heading 1. I'll choose heading 1 and say OK. Now you'll see at the same time that this box is open, I've now got a little H1 over here tag in my CSS rules. I'm going to choose a font. So perhaps Arial is going to be the font I use. I'm going to choose a size. So I'm going to go for something big like 18 and I'm going to use points. Okay, so that's going to be fairly big. I can even choose the color. So for instance, if I wanted my text to be, I don't know, let's say a mauvey color, maybe like that. Choose that one, apply it, and as soon as I click OK, you see it's changed this heading 1 text. That's now could be the same in every page that I've used a heading 1 in. I'm going to do the same thing just to show you how to do heading 2. I'll do the same thing again. I'll go for a tag. I'll choose the tag I want. I can even type it in, so I'm going to look for a H2. I'm going to say OK. And this time I'm going to choose, maybe I'll choose a different font family. I'll go for Courier. Maybe my font size is slightly smaller. I'll go for 16 point. And then this time I'll go for a totally different color so you can see how it works. I'll go for a kind of, maybe I'll go for a bright red. Apply that and say OK. So now when I go into my pages and play around with those, I'm going to do one more. I'm just going to do the paragraph as well, just to make it obvious how this is working. Go to tag selector. This time I'll choose P for paragraph. I'll say OK. I'm going to go for, let's have a look. I'll go for something different again. Go for Arial this time. I'm going to go for a font size of 14 points, and maybe this time I'll have it as black. I'll apply those. So now you can see over here I've added 3 rules into my CSS. Okay, before that I changed the background colors of a few things. So now we're going to see what the effects of those are going to be. So I'm going to save everything by doing File, Save All. I'll say Update because it's asking me do I want to update my pages, which I do. Now watch what happens. I'm going to open up my index page. There you go. My index page has now got a green background. It's got the purple footer at the bottom. And my headings and styles have changed to the ones that I've just created. If I open this up in Internet Explorer to look at it, okay, I'll find that as I click through the pages, it's happened in all of those pages. So all of those pages now have changed the font, they've changed the page colors to exactly the way I want them. Now the great thing about this is that I can change them at any point. So if I decide later on I want a different color background or a different font size or whatever, all I've got to do is come back into the CSS styles, change the thing I want to change, and it will change it in every single page for me, which is fantastic. Okay, good luck using it.